In the last movie, we looked at the industry standard screenwriting tool, Final Draft. But that's pretty expensive for what it does, and after using it for a while, I wanted more from my screenwriting software. So I found a lot of other great solutions. There's Fade In, which is a lot cheaper. There's Celtics, which is free for screenwriting, and for a monthly fee has pre-production tools as well. But a few years ago, I tried out Adobe Story, and I have never looked back. From what I can tell, it doesn't seem like Story is very popular, and Adobe actually themselves doesn't seem to show it love very much. It doesn't get updates very often or whatever, but honestly, it's one of my favorite apps. Like Celtics, it's free for screenwriting and stores everything in the cloud. Story has the same beautiful keyboard shortcuts as Final Draft and is great for organizing projects and versions of scripts. It's a great collaboration tool. You can send out scripts to team members and they can either leave comments about your script or they can actually edit it, whatever power you choose to give them. But perhaps my favorite feature of Adobe Story is that I can gather all of my assets, my character bios, my notes on mythologies and linguistics, my overall beats, everything. And it's stored right here, right in the cloud, accessible from any computer anywhere. I can even put in web links and images in a project for reference or inspiration. I love, love, love having instant access to all of the materials that I use on a project in a very well organized area when I write. Story has incredible tools for navigating through your script as it instantly makes a list of all the slug lines on the left so you can jump around as you need to. Story also looks at the characters used the most and assigns them colors so you can instantly see which characters are in which scenes. But even beyond all this stuff, if you're a member of Adobe's Creative Cloud, you also have access to Story Plus, which also has a massive host of script breakdown tools. If you look on the right side here, you can see the length of the scene in eighths. You can also color and identify props. We can see the scene numbers here, and we can approximate the length of time each scene lasts. We could generate reports of which props or actors are needed in which scene. We can also make schedules and shot lists, and so on and so forth. The version of Adobe Story that I used to write and rewrite the assurance was built on very old technology, so honestly, Story wasn't super stable for me. And Story was obviously designed by and for Windows users, and I'm a Mac guy, and the shortcuts they have here don't always translate to the Mac very well. But these are small gripes. I love Adobe Story, and I really wish its use was much more prevalent. It's such a great tool. I've used it exclusively since 2010 for 27 projects, and I love it more and more each time I use it. I think the real message here, beyond the fact that I love Adobe Story, the real message is to find a tool that works best for you, whatever that is. Writing is a very personal thing, and I found that when you find the right tool, it's a wonderful and inspiring experience.